Hello, peoples. So today we are drawing Hei Hei from Moana. Who doesn't love Hei Hei, right? Right. Okay, let's get started. We are going to start with the shape of his head, a circle. Now, I made his head cocked to one side. So we're going to draw a circle. We'll actually draw like half a circle, and then you could just bring it straight across here, okay? Then we're going to draw where his neck is. So right coming out of this is his neck. Then we can come around here. So that's the basic shape of his head and its neck. So now we're going to come up to the head and we're going to put the eyeballs in. Now the eyeballs are what make it funny because it's literally looking two different directions. So on one side, you're going to make an oval and it's coming over it. Do you see how I did that? The other side, you're going to do the same thing. So now you can erase inside there. And his eyeballs are touching the side like this. And we can come in there, and it's gonna be kind of hard. Just put in like a backwards, like half moon pupil. So right in between both of these, we are gonna put the beak. So you're gonna come up and over and then across. So that's the beginning of the beak. And inside the beak, it's just a lump and a lump. And then you're gonna do two little lines for the nostrils, see right there? And coming off it, it's the rooster gobble. So on one side, you're gonna come off like this, and it's gonna come down, loop it back up. And on the other side, it's kind of dripping over the other side, and down and back up. So now we're gonna wanna go in there and erase that, so it looks like it's over everything else. All right, does that make sense? We might make this a little bit bigger. There we go. That's looking pretty awesome. Now around his eyes, they're a little puffy. So we're gonna be making them come off like this, and it's gonna come along the bottom too. So you're gonna do the same thing on this side. So erase in here. Great job. So despite having no dialogue, Hei Hei the rooster is loved by all viewers. All right, so now we're gonna do his plumes up here. So you're gonna come out and around. Okay, right off of there, and then it's just gonna kind of like swoop down. Woo! It's like a roller coaster. Before you come all the way to the edge, now you wanna bring this back in. And then we can erase inside there. Okay. I don't know why there's another line in there. Let's get rid of that line. Fix this. Fix this up. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so what else do we have on this guy? Okay, so coming down here, we're gonna come and bring some, whoop, his feathers are coming off. So you wanna do that on both sides, so do that over here too. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then when we Sharpie, we're just gonna go along the outside and not worry about those. So right here, we're gonna be putting this in. These are his feathers. You guys can make them however you want. They almost look like odd shaped triangles. You want them different lengths. Don't want them to look perfect. All the way up. And you're gonna do one more row here. Okay, so now he has two rows. One row, two row. And we're gonna make down here where his little chicken leg is. So it's almost gonna look like a cloud. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So erase in there. And then you want to put this side in. Boop, 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 boop. So we're going to put some detail in this so it's not just straight lines. So you want to curve it. See how I didn't make it straight? Super job. So Hei Hei, did we already do this? No. Hei Hei the rooster, perhaps the simplest and least complex character in any Disney movie, ever. He's lovable, but he's an idiot, and he's bordering on brain dead. But everybody loves Hei Hei. And Hei Hei means chicken in Maori. I did not know that. That makes more sense now. They actually had another name for him, but it was a bit longer and it was harder to say. So they just stuck with Hei Hei. We're just doing his back end here. All right, I'm going to erase this right here because we're going to be putting in, we're going to put in these feathers right here. Okay, so it's going to come around. That's his little feathers here. We'll put in more little details as we come along. All right, we're going to do his little skinny chicken legs. Why do they call people who have chicken legs? Because usually they're skinny little legs like chickens. So you just come out like this. It's a little thicker on the bottom. This one's going to be a touch longer because it's the front. And this is how you do, okay, we're going to come out here. They almost look like hot dogs, maybe. And let's do this one. So this one's gonna come out. It's like a hot dog. What do you got? I got hot dogs for toes. What do you got? So his little, his nails, they almost look like upside down raindrops. Do you guys see how that looks like a raindrop? And, but when I Sharpie, I'll just not Sharpie inside there and erase. And we have a couple of lines here. Boop. And I'm making them curved to make it more three-dimensional. One more. There we go. All right, to add to our Hei Hei, we gotta do the feathers. So we're gonna do this big feather coming off the back end. So we have a big feather coming off here. Good job. And then we have a bunch of little feathers. So here's a little feather. We're gonna put some details in it in a second, but let's just get our feathers in there. This one come off like this. And then we're gonna do one more that's coming right out of here. So I'm gonna show you how to put the details in it. So they look good, but to make it look like this, we put a line down the middle. And now we wanna put some separation. So it's gonna come like this, and then come in, and then come out. Do the same thing with a few little notches coming in there. Okay? So let's do the same thing here. Do a line down the middle. And let's do it some notches in there. And then we will not Sharpie inside those notches. I'm just not gonna erase it right now because it's gonna be so teeny. Okay, line down the middle. Put some notches in there. Okay, line down the middle. Put some notches in there. Line down the middle. Last one. Put some notches in there. All right, that looks good. Now with our Sharpie, I'm going to use a teeny Sharpie. And I'm going to be putting in some of these small, you just put in, you can put singles or you can put doubles. Just, it's supposed to look like feathers. And I'm going to show you on here before we erase. So you're going to come here and making those notches. Does that make sense? So usually Disney makes animal sidekicks smarter than the human character. Not in Hei Hei. He's got to be the least smart sidekick. And originally, Hei Hei was going to be the chief's sidekick. And it was supposed to be cranky and aggressive and just supposed to be watching over Moana. And as they went along with that, it changed because it just didn't fit with the story. And that is how we got Hei Hei, which I'm so glad because Hei Hei is so funny. I burst up many a time watching Hei Hei. He's such a little dingle hopper. You're just like, really? Can you really be that dingy? But that's what makes it so funny. I know there's a lot of lines in here. It gets a little confusing. So I'm going with my thin Sharpie. If you guys just want to do pencil, that's great. Super job. Okay, it's going to come down like this, and we're going to, remember how I said that we'll go in and we're going to erase all those pencil lines, so make sure you Sharpie it correctly. Excellent. I saw, it was quite a while ago, but it was like the audition reel for the girl that played Moana. And, you know, when they do these things, you just don't go in once and you're done. You know, you have to keep going back and do more callbacks and callbacks. So they were recording her, and I guess they told the mom ahead of time to surprise the daughter, who actually played the voice of Moana. And they were interviewing her, and they were going to have her sing or something. And all of a sudden, oops, I forgot a nail. They told her that she got the part of Moana, and just the look on her face and the excitement. I mean, can you imagine? And she lives in Hawaii, and she's got to be just like famous over there now. And she got the part of Moana. She did a great job. Do I wish I could sing like that? Absolutely. Who hasn't sang along? I just won't do it in public because it might make some ears bleed. I have been blessed with the gift of drawing, but not of singing. That's okay. You can't have it all, right? Nope. So I let somebody else have that gift, and I just enjoy it. And of course, who doesn't like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Seriously. And I didn't even know he could sing. That's pretty awesome. And I'm sure that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's kids love it that his dad's in kids shows so they can watch them, because he does a lot of shows that are not for kids. So the times that he does shows for kids, I'm sure they just think it's so cool. I actually saw a video of him singing a song with his daughter in the kitchen. I think he was singing "You're Welcome." It was so cute. He's probably a great dad. Okay, I think we're ready to erase. So take your handy dandy eraser, and now you want to erase all those lines that you don't want to see. It's very satisfying. Yes, so happy. And then I went through with my big Sharpie, which I will let you guys do so I don't take up all the time, is I'm going to come through with my big Sharpie. I just go around the outside and then make a second coat. Okay, I go around the whole outside. If you guys can see the difference, if you like it like this, great. But if you want to like up it once, do it. So now we're going to get out our colors. So we're going to start with our red, rooster red. Okay, now I'm gonna make down here darker. Do you see how hard I did it down there? Especially around the outside and down here. I think I even put some orange in there, so I'll probably do the rest orange. So this part is red, and it's gonna have a touch of orange in there. Same with this, red, but we're gonna do a touch of orange. You're like, what do you mean touch of orange? I'll show you. Take your orange in there, and let's just go over it. Or you even can do yellow. I might have actually done yellow. You know what? I think I put yellow in there. So let's see what it looks like with yellow. So I'm gonna erase a little bit. We're just gonna see what it looks like with yellow. Yep, I think I went in with yellow. I drew this on an airplane, so I don't remember exactly what colors I used. Okay, whole beak, yellow. Then you take your orange and you want to outline it. And down here, it's like red and purple. So this part, oh, this is definitely red. And then this has a little bit of purple in it underneath part. So we're gonna put a little purple in there. I might do a touch of purple up here. Okay, so this whole part here, we're gonna start with yellow. Color the whole thing in yellow. This row is going to be yellow too. And then we're going to go in with our orange and go around the outside of it orange. This is going to really take it to the next level. And it's also going to be a little darker under here. We're probably going to put some gray under there too to make the shadow. All right, do the next layer. Same thing, orange at the ends. Okay, down the feet are all same thing. They're all yellow. All yellow. Then we're going to go around the outside with orange. Same thing on this side. Okay, I'm gonna take some, oh, let's do orange on these lines. Orange, 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 orange. And then let's take some gray. We're gonna bring in there for a shadow right here. And then we'll probably put some shadow underneath here too. I also put a shadow right under him, so I'm just gonna go like this. And then you can color in that shadow. Just makes it look like he's not floating in. I remember one art teacher told me, don't make it float. So they always wanted to have some kind of ground or something down below. So I always think of that. There you go, it's not floating anymore. And also let's go back up here and put gray under here with a shadow under its head. I might even put a little gray shadow in here. You know what? I'm gonna put a touch of yellow in here. Okay. Also, if you want to take your gray, just make like a little shiny around the outside here. So it makes it look more three-dimensional. And inside here is, he's got yellow eyes. And then I also put a little touch of gray in there, just at the top. Okay, last but not least are our feathers. So I kind of combined, what is this? Aqua green and, what kind of blue is this? Sky blue. So we'll come in here, let's color the whole thing in aqua green, and then we're gonna add some sky blue to it. Start with aqua green. Okay, let's find some darker spots with this aqua. So I'm just gonna go around the edge here and make aqua, the darker, just along the edge. Right where the Sharpie is. Just go around a little bit. Gives it more depth to it. Now you can come in with your blue. I might even use two different kinds of blues. So we're gonna start with this blue. Yeah, I think, oh, maybe I just went in a little darker. So if you press down harder, but I think I went in with like another darker blue. But we can always add that in there. So I'm just doing some different colors in here. Go along here. So wherever you want to add that darkness to it, it's your picture, so you guys can put, I'm putting along underneath these feathers right here. And I'm going to go over these feathers. And maybe down the middle of these. Some are light, so actually these ones are more green, these back ones are more blue. Super. Oh, it looks like this one's darker blue too. I might even go with some darker blue. Okay, so let's go in with, or maybe some purple. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, let's do it. Just put a little purple in there. Why not, you know? Do it. Super job. Okay, well, I hope that your Hei Hei is turning out great. All right, so what I recommend is to go around and double the Sharpie all the way around, and then you're gonna have an awesome Hei Hei. Have a awesome day. See ya.